Good morning and welcome to Man Talk. I am your host, Susan Joroge, and you here on KTN Home, we do this every single Wednesday morning. I have this incredible platform where I get to speak to gentlemen about various issues and get the man's perspective on it. Now, before we get started, I want to shout out Bourbon Bridge Lounge where we are shooting. They are so incredible to share this wonderful space with us. It's a beautiful place, food and drink. You can come host parties, meet up just with friends. You can have your party here, your birthday party. They have very many spaces to contribute to you, even with a very spacious parking and a playground as well. So do check out Bourbon Bridge just off Thika Road. That is where we are shooting. And I also want to shout out my stylist, Wendy Styles. She has got me rocking these jumpsuits and we are still keeping the trend going. I'm so impressed, Wendy. Thank you so much. Now, today's conversation is going to be on the sponsor versus the hustler. And I always like to share a love message of the week. Now this time, very short, very clear, concise message. Stay in your lane. Now, let's go meet my guest. Good morning once again. You are watching Man Talk. I am your host, Susan Joroge, and I'm very excited. As you can see, I am seated here with very many gentlemen. And we are going to get straight into our topic. Today we are discussing the sponsor versus the hustler, okay? Now I want these gentlemen to introduce themselves. Some of them are no strangers to this show. I think we only have one newbie today. We'll be nice to him, please. Do you have Rudy Tena? Just like him quite aggressive.
No, they can bring it in.
They can bring it. You can handle it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off with Ezekiel right on my right, aka Kelly's Inspiration.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show, man.
Thank you so much, Susan.
How have you been?
Very strong as usual.
Oh, I can see.
course.
Looking sharp as usual.
Definitely, that's a weakness we are struggling with. Struggling to overcome. But who are we? Who are we?
In the story of the sponsor and the hustler, who do you
Yes.
identify as?
No, I want to destroy sponsors.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
That's what brought me here.
All right. Well, we're going to get straight into that. Masaki, the presenter, is also here with us today.
I appreciate. Thanks so much for having me once more again.
Welcome back
I
to
love
the
the
show.
show. I love the
You're a
show.
presenter like me.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And an incredible MC. You all will hit him up. We'll be sharing all our guest social media details later.
You heard that?
Maurice Donye, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks. I like people who arrive. You know, when somebody comes to a TV show wearing red,
Yeah.
they have something to say.
Uh-huh.
You know?
I'm about to make these gents go silent.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in the sponsor and hustler narrative, how do you identify?
Let me take sponsor for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. I want people to, be able to identify themselves. Maybe even at the end of the show, you change. You know, it's fine if you find your sponsor. Then by the end of the show, ukifanya analysis, una find out when you hustler. Ni sawa tu. The most important thing is to know yourself, please. Epic the DJ.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay, how are you?
I'm good.
Yes.
I feel like you have new earrings since I last saw you.
No.
You're going to tell me, hook me up. Same.
No difference.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much.
So good to see
Yes,
you.
me, I'm at home.
Yeah,
I'm
you're at home.
Me, I'm at
KTN home?
Yes, I'm part of the family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So very happy to have you guys on the show today. Now, sponsor versus hustler. It's incredible because right now in the Kenyan political landscape, it's happening actually at the highest office. The conversation has started. There is an entire new political party that has been formed and their vehicle of communication is they're talking to the hustler, right? And there's been that communication and conversation of political dynasties. When you look at family dynasties, some people who families have been in politics for forever, and there's this new entry into this new world. Now there's also, of course, the sponsor and hustler in relationships. Hapo ndio wanakutananga the most. Now, Ezekiel, Kelly's Inspiration, you said you're here to destroy the sponsors.
Yes.
What has set you on this mission? Why do you think sponsors need to be destroyed?
Now, when you talk of sponsor versus hustler,
Yes.
a sponsor was once a hustler
Yes.
that has now gotten money, which is using as a tool now to use the young ones
Yes.
because they know the young ones are broke.
Yes.
So a sponsor is an opportunist. Straight.
Okay.
Yes.
And they need to be shown for what they truly are.
Definitely.
like
A
that.
sponsor is an opportunist. Because now, if you delete money from a sponsor, what remains?
That's a very important question.
Take away money from a sponsor, what remains?
Age.
Huh?
Yeah,
Age.
age
So
usually.
now, okay, fine. Now, let me. No, okay, fine. Now, I'm getting you. Age remains.
Yeah.
So, okay, fine. Let's take away money from the sponsor, and the hustler is there.
Right.
Who would a young lady go to? Who would a young girl go for? Money is out of the equation. We are having two human beings standing.
Yeah.
Age, a young sharp man, good looking, with vision. An elderly man, whom we have seen how he lives his life. Who will a young lady
Go for, yeah.
I mean, who will
Yeah.
a young lady approach?
Well, obviously the sponsor, if there's no money,
There is no money.
we talked about, yeah.
So what are you saying? The sponsor? Still
No,
again?
the hustler,
The hustler.
Yeah, the lady will
So
go for the
what
hustler.
makes a sponsor is money.
Right.
Okay, fine. And of course, a hustler is not condemned to poverty. True or false?
No?
This person has not been condemned that now that you are young and don't have money at your age, you are forever poor.
Yeah.
So what we are talking about here is instant gratification.
That's true.
This one will have it. This one already has it. So let me eat this one here. When you have it,
Tutaongea huko mbele.
ukiwa nao mbele. And it does not matter what happens in between. What I want it right now. So we are talking about lack of patience. How get that?
Okay.
People want to microwave everything. I want to have it now no matter what I get, how I get it. And because I have it, you do what I want.
Yeah.
We are still talking. Let them share their views. And I'm here to be constructive. I've heard you are positioning yourself as a sponsor.
For the show,
Yes.
so that I can argue with you. But you see, I'll beg to differ with you, Kidogo. If you allow me, you say when you take away the money,
Yes.
all remains is a hustler. In life, we're not here to get all hard not to be rich. You know, no one loves being in poverty.
You're
So-
working to get something.
Yeah, we're working to get something. There's a goal, there's a vision we want to achieve at the end of the day. So while I'm telling you you're wrong when you say when you take away money, you remain with a hustler is we all in a competition, and especially for the ladies like you, it's about the security. Mwanamke akikuangalia, anaangalia future yake na wewe. How the kids are gonna school, how they're gonna live in the house. You see, there's that security. So when you say you're taking away the money for you to be a hustler, I beg to differ.
Over the years, there's a lot more that a sponsor can attain other than just money.
Yeah, it's just the money.
I like that.
I'm curious. I'm curious to what, like you can expound this point because, you know, we all have a shelf life.
Yeah.
Even
Yes.
these ladies have a shelf life.
True.
So as you're with the sponsor, the hustler is getting older. The hustler wants to settle down. And when she's with the sponsor, her shelf life is ending. So when she comes back to this particular hustler, the hustler has already gotten his, there's a word people use, I don't use, his kienyeji. Yes. He took his kienyeji and took it and kept it. Now the
Right.
kienyeji has stopped being a kienyeji. It's
Anaka
now
broiler,
imekuwa broiler. Ndio hiyo
imekuwa
sasa.
vizuri.
Imekuwa vizuri, imekuwa broiler. Ameichukua, amebeba. Sasa unaona, sasa huyu mwenye alikuwa na sponsor, whoever took the sponsor, once now the hustler anaanza kumtext, hey, how have you been?
Right.
How are you? Because now the sponsor shelf life. Sponsor has you when you're at the top. When you're not at the top anymore,
You're also dropped.
dropped, moves. Just like the name sponsor. Yani hata hiyo jina tu inasema tu sponsor. I'm here sponsor. Hata kwa companies they sponsor.
Yeah. Yes.
It's sponsoring, you get. Yeah. So you see, so hata when you unasema ati there are other things to attain, it cannot work. Even if this whole story of artistry, you can love someone who is 100 years old.
Yeah.
There's always a target to why this particular person wants this 100-year-old person. Because, unfortunately, us as human beings, we all have motive. So when a lady is 20 and you're going for someone who's 100, you know this guy, by the time I'm 40, 120.
He won't be here.
Yeah.
But wait, I need to get this straight from you, Epic, too. Sponsor, is it about the age? Can you be young and still be a sponsor?
You cannot.
You cannot.
You cannot.
Okay, I like this variation. Masaki, for you.
Let me jump into the discussion because I think, hey, these guys are burning.
You know, actually, if you guys haven't noticed, I've asked one question.
Just one.
Please continue.
And the discussion is as
And
hot
I'm
as
waiting
it
for
is.
you. I'm waiting for you. Finish.
All right, let me jump into the discussion and say this. to answer your question, first of all, how could you be a sponsor and you're young?
Yeah.
You only become a sponsor because you have gained financial stability at a later stage.
Over
and then
time.
Exactly. And then you're trying to have fun like a teenager. So that's why we call them a sponsor.
You are speaking.
Yes.
You're speaking.
So then how do I come into this discussion? First of all, let me give my simple definition of a sponsor.
Yes.
An old man or woman who was a hustler some time back, and has gained financial stability and is trying to have fun like a teenager. A hustler is that young person who is trying to climb up the ladder
Yes.
to find financial stability, but also have fun during this time that
While
they're growing,
doing
right?
it, right.
Exactly. So let me refer you to a certain statistics. Let's just bring facts a little bit in. There's a certain research that was done by Busara Center of Behavioral
Research.
research.
Yeah.
And this research was done for BBC. So they actually examined 252 female university students on
Yes.
whether they have a sponsor.
Right.
And 20% of these ladies claim that they have a sponsor, right? And then 24% of some of them who actually said they cannot reveal the truth, but their friends have a sponsor each.
Yeah. Yes.
So what are we talking about? Things are so different on the ground. As here, we're actually talking about why are women or small, young ladies or young men entering into, the sponsorship relationship rather than, handling the relationship with the young people they're growing with.
Yes.
What is really pushing them to do that? And then we'll have actually to discuss a lot about that. Let me not dilute for him anyway,
Yeah.
because he really has something to interpolate on that.
Now, for the sponsor versus the hustler, he's touched on what young people are looking for when you're the younger one dating this older person.
Yes.
Now, money, of course, is the first
Yes.
thing that will be talked about, but that's not the only benefit. What usually are these young people looking for in university, and is there something that you can tell them maybe what they're looking for is wrong?
Now, thank you so much. In fact, this gentleman has given a very robust presentation.
Yeah.
With the facts and the presentation.
Statistics. Yeah, he's called
Statistics.
Masaki the
I mean,
presenter.
the way
You know what I'm
first of
saying?
all, I like the people on this
Panel.
on this panel. Great minds. See the way the gentleman has presented. So
Yeah.
profound. Epics. Of course, you expected excellence.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
now
yeah,
let
yeah.
me tell you something, my friend.
No. By the way, shout out to my producer, Stafford. The reason we always have a fantastic panel is because of the Man Talk team.
Definitely. Now, I want to prove to you that a sponsor is a user
Okay.
with the following statements. Number one, a sponsor will not accept that another man uses her daughter in that manner.
True.
Yes, if they hear that someone else is using their daughter in that manner, they will fight that person to the core. Second to that, a sponsor needs a lady of certain age limit. The moment you pass that age limit, you expire and they collect another one immediately. So they're only using you when you are viable, when you are blossomed. After that, you are disposed because a new broom sweeps cleaner. Have you gotten that?
Yes.
Third, a sponsor will not bring you to the public. They will always hide.
True.
They will, what a feature. They will hide you somewhere. After dealing with you, in fact, they can even go and rent a house for you somewhere. Where no one knows. No one knows the number plate. They go there and they sneak in. They sneak in to feed and come out. Now, someone who cannot bring you officially out, who is not confident with you, who cannot show people that this person belongs in my life, who is that person? A user. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
Now, for you to know that this person is really using you, let the matter leaks and reaches the family. They will ditch you to go back to their family. Because they know you are the enemy of progress in their family, and they will deal with you whatsoever, dispose you somewhere so that they
To
can
keep
forge
their
yes, to
family.
keep their family.
Yeah.
So who is being used in this place?
That's true.
And you think you're benefiting. Now, this is someone who is using you to redeem his life. How about that?
Yeah.
You are being used to redeem
So that
redeem
they can
someone's
feel
life.
younger. And by the way, they won't feel younger.
They won't feel younger. No, my friend, there are some realities that you cannot.
Yeah.
This is a reality, my friend. You grow old whether you like it or not. When time comes, you just discover you are old, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
How is that?
True.
So when someone is using you to redeem his life, and you are there, then a very innocent young man comes and picks you later. He's collecting residue. What are you laughing?
I can't believe humans have just been called residue. I love it.
My friend,
No, I hear you, and I agree actually
Yes.
with a lot of those situations, and especially the third one where you said they keep you a secret.
they keep your secret.
Yes.
They can't bring it to the public.
Yes.
In fact, talk about it somewhere, and they hear that you talked about it somewhere.
Utaulizwa.
And of course, we've heard of many cases where young innocent girls have been killed
Yeah.
simply because they spilled the beans.
Let me play devil's advocate. Life in Kenya and life in Nairobi is hard, fam. It is tough. Very, very different. And it's financially very constraining. We live in a very, very, very expensive city, considering our GDP is not that high and we're still a developing country. Now, how are you going to tell these young boys or these young girls who are in university, who your parents have sent you with just what they had just for fees, bado kuna harambee ingine next year to make sure that the town comes together and you stay in university? Your living costs are up to you. Boom doesn't exist anymore. That's the situation for a lot of university students, especially many people who've come from rural areas who have now gone to study in the different cities. Can you really tell this young person that that money that they're getting, that is servicing their rent, maybe they've even been given a car or they've been paid for that apartment that they're telling you, they're getting those living costs, maybe they're even getting money to pay for their education. That exchange for a lot of young people makes sense. Do you still think in that situation where someone is struggling like that and this sponsor is providing all of that, that person is still going to tell you that this money is not worth it, najipatiana too much and I should hold back? Epic.
I think the thing here is people want shortcuts.
Okay.
There's a process. They say trust the process, but what they don't say is the process is not easy.
Yes.
Today, I'm on both sides,
Yes.
the hustler side and the sponsor side. So, let's go. This time I'm going to go to the side of the boy child.
Yeah.
So the boy child and a lady who is a bit older. Let's say the lady is the sponsor. So for ladies, it's a bit different because
Okay.
you said that when someone has a sponsor, they hide.
Yeah.
But on the ladies, they don't hide. For those who have walked around and
Yeah.
seen it,
Uh-huh.
the ladies don't hide their.
Their
They call them
relations.
bentens.
Yes.
They don't actually hide it. Them, it's true, and it's actually a relationship because they're still. You know, I came to notice one thing, and this I noticed with my mom. A girl is a girl, small or old. The things that they all like, everything is almost the same.
Right.
It's just age. Because one day I'd buy my sister a gift, and my mom would get mad because I didn't buy her a gift.
Should be like, how?
Mbona mimi sijapata. So you get, so the age doesn't matter. A girl is still a girl at the end of the day. I don't know. You can.
No, I get you. It's
Yeah.
like, you can be bought for flowers at 5, you can be bought for flowers at 55. You're still going to be like, oh,
Yes.
thank you.
So when now these older ladies, the sponsors, get a Ben 10, they're more serious about it and actually have relationships with it. So the only thing that might be here is taboo of age.
Okay.
Because we're still in a country of taboo.
Yeah.
Why is a 21-year-old with someone who is 40? So in such aspects, there's actually love. The only thing is maybe the lady is 40, so of course she has money.
Yes.
You see? So that there are those instances.
Right.
But then now when you go to the boy child, it's different.
Okay, for me, two things first, and I'd like to respond to Epic here. Epic, just a question, out of the blues. Ukawamuka sai properly,
Yeah.
and you make it.
Epic, abu muulize, kwani
Ni
sijaomoka?
sawa tu.
Akaomoka zaidi.
My neighbors are
Zaidi.
watching.
Yeah.
Sijaomoka.
Okay, yeah. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
the omokaing, yeah?
Yeah.
So ukawamuka properly, yeah? And you have a bunch of ladies who are willing to be with you. Will you say no to such?
If
You can provide to them.
I can provide.
Yeah.
So will I say no to what exactly?
They just want to have fun. Let's say you have a show, like you're
Yeah,
a DJ,
yeah.
you're streaming down to Coast, you have
Yeah,
a gig there.
yeah.
You need a crew, of course.
Yes.
So there are these ladies out here who are saying, hey, Epic, we're a big fan of you,
Yeah, let's
and
go
they know
turn
you
up.
can do some goodies for us.
Yeah.
Can we drop with you?
I wouldn't. I'd be like, yeah, turn there.
Now, that brings me back to sponsorship has no age.
So now let me tell you why you're wrong.
Yeah.
This situation is not about sponsorship. I wouldn't say me going down with ladies to Mombasa is sponsorship. Sponsorship, you have to define sponsorship for people to be on the same level.
Yes.
Sponsorship is me paying for your house. Me having a girl at home doing nothing. You know them, they live in Kilimani, 2-bedroom, 22-year-old, driving a car. How? X5. Epic ako pale, Mega Rider. Hustler. The girl doesn't even come to class anymore. That is sponsorship. What you're saying is different. Because that's saying the girls are going with me down to coast. That's having fun. We cannot define having fun as sponsorship. Because we can have fun. I can save up 500, 1,000 bob, pay for a hotel. That's just like a normal relationship for someone at that age. But sponsorship is different. Sponsorship is you cannot compete.
With a sponsor.
You cannot. How?
No, I understand in the sense that, let me use the example of the very fun trip to Mombasa, Naivasha, which we all know is where y'all really going, is there is the consistency. So a sponsor is economically stable in a way where if they wanted to take that girl to Naivasha, Mombasa every single weekend, spend that ridiculous amount of money. Yeah, they could do it every day if they wanted. That's the difference between the guy that will do it for fun with some groupies or for work, but he can't do it every weekend. He can only do it when he has that gig, when he has that money, when he has that opportunity, when he has that leave. First of all, there's even that, you know? So now let's go and see how sponsors versus hustlers work in the business world, because that's also something else. There's a very big animosity there. I want us to take a short break. When we come back, we are going to be discussing more about sponsors versus hustlers. Keep it here on Man Talk. On social media, use the hashtag Man Talk and the hashtag KTN Life and Style. See you after the break.